Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
All righty. Okay. So what's up? What's new? What can I help you with?
Um,
We've
not much. I've just
Well,
been,
there's not much going on. I mean, there's only been
yeah,
one homework assignment, so
I've just been taking down vocabulary terms at this point. I think that's what it kind of is at this point, is just to
yeah,
is
if I can
memorization.
give you some advice, when it comes time for let me shut my TV off here. When it comes time for the exam, have the homeworks, the PDFs where I give you the solutions initially in 1-1 and 1-2, 2-1, 2-2, 2-3. There isn't much there. It's just, flat out definitions. You just, respond with the correct letter. But starting when we get to chapter 3, it's very important to look at the PDF solutions, because what I'll have is screenshots of how I got the answer. And then when you're home, also, I've done videos of how I got the answers. I've got voiceovers of all the homework solutions. So that's another thing that you can look at. But, obviously you can't have that. It's not going to do you much good doing it. Well, yes and no. The PDFs, the ones that I have posted, I have PDFs for all the solutions, for all the chapters. Have that by your side. Because what happens is this, to be quite blunt, when I assign the homework, I have a test generating program. Perhaps I'm picking examples 1, 3, and 5. So on the exam, I'm picking 2, 4, and 6. So they're not to be the same exact numbers, but the concept will be exactly the same. You follow? So those homework papers are very important, those PDFs.
Oh, that's good to know. Thank you. Yeah, I was reviewing them and I figured these look a lot like how I would apply everything, which is pretty much what homework is kind of for too, right? Almost like little
Yeah,
practice
what's your
tests.
major?
So my major is liberal arts, and this is the final course that I'm taking to get my degree.
Oh, this is it then. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Let me just call up my screen here for a second.
Sure.
I'm gonna share it. Give me a second here to pull it up. Let me get up Canvas. And let me share my screen. So you're seeing my screen now, right? You're seeing the dashboard in Canvas.
Yes.
Okay. So here's what I'm talking about. What I find to be super important for the exams, if I close all this up, all homework PDF solutions. So you see them all there. Now, the first couple, it's just basically, do you know the definition or can you apply it? But let's say we get to something like sections 2, 3, 2, and 3, 3, 2, and 3, 3, which will be next week. You see where I've got screenshots here of how I use the calculator to get the answer?
Yes.
Okay, so that's very helpful, because let's say you've got a problem where I'm asking you to calculate the standard deviation. Well, I'll give you what's called a frequency distribution. What you're going to have to do is calculate the midpoint of each one of these classes, put those values into a list, put the frequency in another list, go to calculate, and then there it is. There's the standard deviation. But I walk you through it all. I show videos. So when we get there, I've done this multiple times. So, I pretty much have I give you more than enough information that you need. Now, to go
Thank
along with,
you.
well, that's my job. To go along with that, which says all homework voice solutions. Let's say you're struggling with something, and you look at the solutions, you still don't, what I've got here is YouTube videos. For instance, let's say 3, 2, and 3, 2, and 3, 3. When I click on it. Okay, this is the last homework assignment, sections 3, 2, and 3, 3. This is the voiceover with explanations of how the values were Are you hearing that?
Yes.
Okay. So I walk you through it as if exactly as if we were in class. I'm doing exactly the same thing. I'm going through the homework, problem by problem. So that the voiceover coupled with the actual PDF that you can print out and have by your side, you're ready to rock and roll.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, but like I say, this has all been posted, you know, and some people, well, how can I say it? You know, some people don't do much work when they're in class, and they do even less. They think online is going to be so much easier for them, but there's still things you got to do. You know, we've started out very slowly with, you know, not much homework, but when we get to chapter 3, you know, in fact, Tuesday, let me take a peek at this. Let me share my screen again. Let me share my screen one more time. Let's see if I go home. All right, so this is 9:15, that's today, and then we'll go into chapter 3, Tuesday the 20th. All right, first thing I need to tell you that our first exam is going to be on 9/29, but you can see all the things I'm asking you to do. You follow me? I picked up the pace. Videos to watch here, you know, and I'm asking you to do the homework section 3-1. The pace kind of, not so much the pace, but the amount of material you got to cover kind of increases. I kind of started it out very kind of slow and easy, but it will pick up.
Okay.
Now, one more thing I will mention this is that on the 29th, to take the online exam, on this left-hand menu over here, you see my cursor?
Yes.
All right, you're going to click on quizzes. It's not called exams, it's called quizzes. And you're going to see this where it says exam number 1. It's published. Now, how the exams work is that Thursday, I open up the exam at 11 o'clock on a Thursday, and you have a whole 24 hours. You've got until Friday at 11 o'clock to complete it. You've got 90 minutes.
Okay.
Once you begin the exam, you must complete it in one sitting. In other words, you don't start it and come back the next day to finish it. No, once you start, you've got 90 minutes. Once you answer a question, you won't be able to go back to the previous question. And obviously, there's no retakes. People ask me, I want to do a retake. Retake? No, there's no retakes. This isn't grammar school. You know, you got one shot at it, and there it is. So, all righty.
Awesome. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
What do you want to do? Are you going on to a 4-year school when you finish Massasoit?
Well, I already have a job in marketing. I work for our family business. And this is just selling backup power, home and commercial generators.
Oh yeah, I should have saw you because I don't have a Generac, I've got a portable one.
Yeah, but, we do the standby ones where so if you're ever looking for a permanent solution, we're happy to help you.
I had to have one. My mom, who recently passed last year, she was on oxygen. No, she lived a good. Thank you. She lived a good long life. She was 97 when she passed. And she was on oxygen, and I had an oxygen. She had a portable one, but at night she would be on the one that was, powered by electricity. So I had to have electricity. You know, if we had any power out because she needed the oxygen. And, I had an electrician come in, I plug it into the wall, of course, I got my gas and stuff that I go in. The ones that, work automatically are nice, but they were a little pricey.
They are. They're, the ones that are natural gas cost a little bit more than anything that's powered by diesel. Okay. So just, if you are, if that's anything that you have in the pipeline for yourself,
yeah, I'll reach out and
something to keep in mind.
I'll get that Carolyn discount. In fact, we had that here. We had hospital beds. In fact, I even put in a chair lifts. We live in a raised ranch, so we had a chair lift going up to the main level and then up to the mid level where the door was, front door, and then one coming up. So, yeah, my mother-in-law both lived here. In fact, my mother-in-law, my wife's mother, she has been in a nursing home now since last July, so she's 94 years old. So,
oh wow.
Anyways, yeah. So it's just you and I'm glad, I'll say this, I'm recording this, by the way, I should tell you. I'll share it with everybody else, and then I wouldn't have expected more people to log on because there hasn't been much here. There's only been one section. Were you
Right.
okay with that first section?
Yes. Yep. And I went
Yeah.
ahead and just made the notes. I'll probably do flashcards and just keep them handy so I can figure out how to apply it.
Yeah, like I said, the test will mirror the homework. The first exam, I think I said, I think it's 30 questions, all multiple choice, the same thing. It
Great.
mirrors the homework. I mean, for step, I mean, mirrored in the sense that the questions are the same, obviously different values, but the idea of the
Right.
homework is to get you prepared for the test. So I'm not going to give you something on homework that I'm not going to, and then it's funny, you get in class yesterday, I forget if it was at Bridgewater or Massasoit. He was at Bridgewater. I teach there also. And the student said, will the test be like the homework? And I said, yeah, why not? This person was saying, well, my professor in some subject, the test is completely different than the homework. I go, hey,
Well, that's not the right way to
yeah, I
prepare.
didn't want to say anything because I didn't want her going back and saying, hey, I do what I do. And if someone does it differently, I feel bad for that person, but I have nothing to do with it. I mind my own business, so to speak.
Yeah, for sure. Understandable.
Carolyn, luck, like I say, I've made a mental note already. Now, I'm saying this for the people who didn't log on. And then I can't tell, I set it at 7 o'clock because I used to run them at 11. But I know people taking online courses are taking it because they're busy during the day. They're working. So I
Yep.
figured at 7 o'clock. But I do make a mental note and I do know who logged in. So when it comes time to do the grades, you follow what I'm saying? If I know someone's took the initiative to log in, they get rewarded. That's all I'll say.
Oh, thank you.
No, it's not. Thank you. You had the initiative. You took the initiative at 7 o'clock at night to log in to have this chat with me. So I know you. I don't know anybody else. So if I'm going to help somebody else, guess who's going to be you?
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, especially
Yeah,
since
and I'm
math is
saying this.
probably
Well, no,
not
it's
my
no
strongest
thanks necessary.
subject.
You did the thing that was right. You said, hey, listen, I'm going to log in and meet this guy. And you took the initiative. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's appreciated.
Of course.
And what town do you live in?
I live in Canton, so
Okay,
close
close
to the
enough.
Canton campus. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to teach there. I've been with Massasoit. She's, believe it or not, going on 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Been around a
Nice.
lot. Yeah. So when it comes to this statistics, and I've done it a few times. But feel free, you've got the video voiceovers, you got all the PowerPoints, you got the homework. But if you're stuck at any one point in time, it's still not working out for you, you can post something to the discussion board. But the best thing to do is just shoot me an email. And many times in instances, what I'll do sometimes is create a YouTube video just for you, and I'll share it with the class.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Will do. That being said, I'm not going to keep you. In fact, I'm going to log off and relax and watch some TV. I got a class tomorrow at Bridgewater at 9 o'clock. So I'm up at 7, out the door at 8, and off we go. So just realize the
Nice.
first test, it's in the calendar. It's October 29th. So it's 2 weeks from today. You got plenty of time. And it'll cover in fact, I got to go back and put that. I'll put that on Canvas that it's going to cover chapters 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
And I will shoot an email out to everyone reminding them of me a week earlier that, hey, the test is there. Click on quizzes. Once you start, you're going to do it in one sitting. Yeah, I'll make sure everybody gets the email. I do try and stay in touch with everyone. All righty, my dear.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Pleasure to meet you.
You as well.
Like a nice young lady. Talk to you soon.
Thanks. All right. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.